Hi, I'm going to show to you how effective using bar modeling in solving a word problem. Let's begin. This is our word problem, so let's read it. We have here Dessa made 38 sushi rolls. She made 6 more salmon sushi rolls than tuna sushi rolls. How many salmon sushi rolls does Dessa make? So first we have to find out what's given. So we know that Dessa made 38 sushi rolls, so let's highlight that. What else do we know here? We know that she was able to make 6 more salmon compared to tuna. And then what do we need to solve here? We need to find out how many salmon sushi rolls does Dessa make. So let's underline that. Now let's begin. So with this one, the method we're going to use is what we call bar modeling. So bar modeling is a highly known problem-solving tool in Singapore Math, and it will help the students visualize before they can solve. So let's begin by writing here model on this left side. So let's first draw the bar model for salmon. So let's write here, let's label salmon. And then it says here, the salmon that she made is 6 more compared to tuna. So when we draw the bar model for salmon, first let's have a rectangular bar to represent it. All right, it's going to look like this. And then it says here, she made 6 more, so there will be an extension of it by 6. Let's have a different color for it to emphasize it. There we go. And then now let's draw our tuna. So with tuna, it's going to be the same with the purple bar, because with the salmon, it was 6 more compared to tuna. So let's have another purple bar. This time, it will represent our tuna. There we go. Now let's start labeling it. So with our orange bar there, we'll label this as 6 to represent the 6 more. And then we also know that she was able to make a total of 38. So we'll have here a bracket that will cover the salmon and the tuna, and we'll label it as 38. So the bracket here, and then we'll place here 38. Right. So what else do we need to add so we can complete now our bar model? That will be our unknown represented by a question mark. So we're looking for, based on the problem, how many salmon sushi rolls does Dessa make? So our question mark will be with the salmon. So we'll place here another bracket for the entire salmon. And we'll place here a question mark. Now that completes our bar model. So now we can start solving. So let's write here solution on the right side. Now let's see it visually. So we can see here that we have the total. And then if you notice, if I actually remove this 6 to 38, I will have 2 bars exactly identical. So that means it will be easier for me now to find out how many salmon sushi rolls does Dessa make. So the very first thing I need to do is to remove this or to subtract. So let's do that. So first step will be 38 minus 6. So this is easy to do. We can actually do it horizontally, horizontal format. So basically, 6 removed from 8 will give us 2. You'll be left with 30, so 32. Now we know that we have a new total for the 2 remaining bars. So this is how nice it is if you are using an online platform like this one. But if you are using like manual, you have it on a sheet of paper, it's so advisable that you use pencils so you can actually erase it. So why do I say that? So that you can see it clearly, because I'm going to do it exactly here. I'm going to cover this. All right, so visually you can see we have a new total. So I'm going to cover this because this has been removed already. Let's make it white. There we go. There we go. And that we have a new total. It's not anymore 38, but 32. All right, so I'm going to do it here. There we go. So visually, you can see now that we have two identical, and now we also know their total. This time it's 32. We want to find out that one unit. So what do? We only have 4 operations involved. We have the total already, so definitely we're not going to add. Doesn't make sense. All right, the total is there. We're not going to remove anything, so we're not going to subtract. That doesn't make sense because we only need to find one part. And we're not going to double it or to triple it. We're not going to multiply. It doesn't make sense. So basically, we are going to divide. All right, good. So let's do it. So 32 divided by 2. We can actually do the number bond method here. All right, so with 32 divided by 2, you can break apart your 32. Let's make it 30. And then the other one will be 2. Half of 30 divided by 2 will give us 15. I can do it here. And we all know that if you divide 2 by itself, 2 divided by 2, it will always equal to 1. And that we simply put them together, 15 plus 1. The answer is 16. And 32 divided by 2 is 16. Right, so now I'm going to erase this again so that I can place it inside our bar model so you can see it clearly. There we go. Let's bring that back. And now I'm going to place here 16. All right, so we know that each purple bar, the value is 16. I can place it inside here. So 16 and then 16. Now for the final step. So it's complete already, the salmon. We have 16 and we have 6. So we need to simply add, all right? It covers 16 and 6, so simply put them together. So 16 plus 6. Again, here, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 10 will give us 22. All right. So now we know the total or how many salmon sushi rolls does Dessa make. She was able to make 22 salmon sushi rolls. So let's label this as our answer or final answer. And that is 22 salmon sushi rolls. Okay, now let's check. We have to make sure in problem solving, it's very important that you always look back or check just to make sure that you were able to arrive with the correct and right and accurate answer. So let's check it here on this side, lower left. So I'm going to mark it here as to check. So we know that the salmon is 22. So let's label it. Salmon is 22. And that we know the tuna is 16. Tuna is 16. And what we need to do is simply put them together. Let's add. So 22 plus 16. And if we get 38, then we are definitely correct. All right. So by looking at it, this is 8, this is 38, and we have a match. Are we correct? Definitely. So let's just box our final answer here in color pink. And there we go. So this is bar modeling. It's really helpful as a problem-solving tool, and it will effectively help your kids to master solving word problems and develop their higher order thinking skills. This is the Singapore Math Modules overview. So we have here, when you subscribe with us, the first module that you will receive is Module 1 on computation. So these are the topics under the module. We have here Introduction to Number Bonds. We have number bonds addition using concrete materials. We have here the pictorial approach, the addition abstract standard numerical form approach. This is what we call the CPA, or under the well-known method for Singapore math, which is starting with concrete, pictorial, and then abstract. So we have it here. And we also have the following. We have number bond subtraction using concrete materials. And we also have number bond subtraction across zeros. And we have patterns. So these are the topics under Module 1 computation. And then later, I'll be showing you also, once you are inside the Singapore Math course, how it would look like once you open it. And I'll just go share with you the other modules that you'll be expecting to learn inside this course. We have Module 2 on problem solving and addition and subtraction using bar modeling. And this is what's inside. We have the part whole bar model. And then we have mastery worksheets and math journal for each. We have also the type of adding on, taking away. And then comparing two sets, we have two parts, part 1 and part 2. And then Module 3 will be on multiplication. And these are the categories or the subcategories inside the topic multiplication. Then Module 4 will be on division. Module 5 will be on problem solving using multiplication and division, this time still using the bar modeling. And then we have here problem solving two-step word problem for Module 6. For Module 7 will be focused on fractions and the use of also bar modeling. We have also for Module 8 problem solving extra challenge, and Module 9 more problem solving. If you notice, it's a lot of the modules are on problem solving because the entire Singapore Math curriculum is on problem solving, and I've just added some important lessons that you will be able to learn and have fun at the same time. So we have here geometry for Module 10, and then for 11 and 12 will be problem solving heuristic. So let's go inside the course. So once you subscribe, this is how the course would look like. So let's enter our course here. So once you click it, this is where you'll be directed. So we have here 35 lessons that you need to complete for Module 1. And then it will start with welcome remarks. So if you click this one, there will be a video. And this video will be welcoming you to this Singapore Math course. It looks like this once you click it. Hi! Welcome to our Singapore Math course. There you go. And of course, there's an introduction on short mastery worksheets. There's also a video on this one. We go back to our course. So here we also have getting to know you part. This is one of the highlights of this course because this one here is very important for me to find out also all about you, right? So this is the getting to know you part. There's an activity here where you can download. And then of course, I made a Singapore Math course guide. For each module, there are 12 modules in total. There will be a course guide for you to follow. There's like a sample plan. So if we look at this one, if you click it, there we go. This will be the video that you can watch. And there is this guide here that you can download. This is like a sample plan so you can maximize your learnings. But it's still up to you if you want also to come up with your own. And then after that, we have the start of our module for computation. So here are the different topics you'll be learning here in this Module 1. And let's go to one of the videos here, which is on number bonds addition using concrete materials. So once you click it, you'll be directed here in this lesson. So you'll be watching this video, and there is a file here that you can download and you can use with this video while you're learning it. This is the description of the video. And as soon as you finish it, just click this one and mark it as complete. There is a comment section on this video. For each topic, there will be comment section that if you want to leave me a message, then you can do so here. We also have here mastery worksheet. So if you click on this one, it will look like this. You'll be directed here. So this one is activity. Here are the instructions. And this is the module that you need to download and print. You can print it or you can just answer it here online. So click here to start your assignment. So once you click it, you'll be directed here. So this is how it would look like. Just fill your answer here, upload it, and then submit. Now I'll show you another highlight. Aside from each lesson or topics under Math Module 1 Computation, we also have here our Math Journal. In this Math Journal, this is the instruction and this is the file that you need to download so you can write your reflection. So this is one of the important parts or that's included here in our Singapore Math course so that I'll be able to find out your insight and be able also to find out how well you are doing and whatever challenges you are encountering. So I'll be able to read all about it, and you can also leave me a message here. So if you notice here, we have the number Bunsen addition, we have the mastery worksheet, then the Math Journal. Same as true with our next topic under still Module 1 Computation. We have the video lessons on subtraction, and there's again the mastery worksheets and then Math Journal. And of course, we have here also another topic, which is subtraction across zeros. And the last topic that we have here, or the last lesson under Module 1 Computation, will be on pattern. And before you will end your Module 1 Computation, you'll have here a short assessment. So this one here, if you click it, there's a video on what is short assessment and why do we have it here, or why do we have it in our course. So I'll be explaining it here. I'll give a short introduction. There we go. So we'll have your Module 1 Computation short assessment. So this one, when you click it, so it says here, this lesson is locked. So to gain access, so here, there are some lessons here that are locked so that you'll be able to maximize fully your learnings and you won't just jump to each section. So you need to finish first a particular part. And then once you've answered the pattern assessment, the final short assessment on the Module 1 Computation will also be unlocked. So this is how it would look like once you enter our Singapore Math course. There you go. So that walkthrough, I hope it will be a nice way for you to have a peek you can expect once you start with our Singapore Math course. Thank you and God bless.